Is this thing on? How does this work? How does this little weird black thing work? It's the, do I just talk into it? Is that how we do this? I've missed being live so much, you have no freaking idea. It's so good, nice being here. And I have no idea whether my chat setup is going to work at the moment. I'm hoping it is. It should. Thanks for 10 streams. I don't know whether the chat's gonna work. We're gonna figure that out on the fly. Of all the things I didn't think about, okay, it does work. Got it. Dragons must relearn how to stream from the very beginning when away for more than 5 days in a row. It's true. I mean, like, for anybody who's streamed, parry it. For anybody who's streamed and who knows anything about streaming, you get on like a roll and you do all the things and you're like, all right, cool, I'm doing the thing, I'm doing one thing and then the other thing and then all the other things, and it's like everything becomes second nature. And then you move and you are forced not to stream for 3 weeks and you go, wait, what are the buttons that I push? What do I say? What are the things that I need to do when I like go live? What do I like? There's so many things on my pre-stream checks. I don't know why I'm doing any of them. I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh. Also, okay, so it shows my chats, but it doesn't show your chat. What the? Not going to fix this now. Just surprised things didn't break. Oh, they broke. You're currently seeing them break because your chat is supposed to be sitting right next to me, and it's not. The extra fun part is, ow. Also, hi, Youthful. The fun part is, that's a backup. The chat that should be working, oh, Youthful works. Oh, does it, hold on. Do I have it disabled for people that aren't? Do I have it disabled for people who aren't like, hold on, okay, I can actually potentially fix this. If I just do this, the rest of y'all try yapping now. Okay, there we go. So there's a fun, okay, I basically, all right, we're talking shop. It's been 3 minutes and we're already talking shop. So we're off to a flying start here. I guess we have to VIP everyone. Yeah, definitely. So a lot of people have had their chat windows break in the last like 4 days because Twitch did a weird authentication thing that broke everything, and for a whole lot of people that it really shouldn't have, but it did. And one of the things that it broke was the Slime 2 Legacy chat box, which is coincidentally, thank you so much for 15 months, which is coincidentally what I use. Also, 15 months? Jesus Christ. I get to bother you here and IRL. It's true. So I was talking about playing Magic and stuff. Youthful was who I was playing Magic with last night. Lizard. But yeah, one of the things, like, it got changed, I think, on Friday, was the Slime 2 chat box, which is the one that I've used for well over a year now that I really, really like. And I like have it like fit perfectly to do all the things that I want to. That's borked. So I have a backup plan. I have a backup that apparently also breaks because there's a button at the bottom that says trust buffer. That's like, okay, cool. Allegedly, if you click it, a chatter's message won't appear in the chat box until the buffer is passed since their first message. It doesn't apply to broadcasters, mods, or VIPs. So apparently the way that works is that it's not the first chat ever, which is definitely not the case for, like, you know, most of y'all, because y'all have been here for a while and y'all do things, y'all have been hanging out and stuff. It's apparently for the first time that you chat when I have this on, so we're not going to do that. We're just not going to do that. I also got bonked. See, again, we've been here for 3 minutes and we're already dealing with scuff. This is the life of a streamer. I clicked the go live button. I'd set up like dual streaming, like dual format streaming. So if you're watching on mobile, you will get an actual vertical version of the stream. I clicked the go live button and it immediately errored. It's like, nope, you don't have up-to-date drivers, because I am a person in 2026 that has a brain. Most people do not keep their drivers updated because all keeping your drivers updated does is break shit. So therefore, so we're off to a flying start. It's great. It'll be fun. We're gonna have a good day today. We're gonna have a good long juicy yap session where I talk about all of the things that have happened in the last 3 weeks, including me being sick and me getting Twig sick, and thus completely destroying the first week and a half of us moving in. That was fun. I'll say fun. That sucked. That was ass. Hi, Maury. Hi, Slasher. It's been a time, and I miss y'all. Also, I am in a completely different place. I'm in a different room. I have an AC unit in the room, so if y'all can hear that in the background, I apologize. I don't think you can, because I recorded a short that came out yesterday where that was going, and I heard nothing, and I'm like, oh, cool. Well, that's good to know. It's very good to know that I can have that going as much as I need to, which is actually quite a bit while streaming, because I have 3 lights, 2 computers, 4 monitors, and me that are all in this room trying to do things. So if it sounds different, it's because it is different. If it sounds livelier, I don't actually think it sounds that much different than at home or than at my last place. But in case it does, that's why. You need to figure out Slime 2 desktop as soon as you might stream it like an hour and a half. It took me, okay, so the Slime 2 Legacy is phenomenal. The amount of like customization options is huge. I tried Slime Desktop and bounced off of it. I was like, why can't I do the things that I want to do? And I don't know. I want to be able to do all the stuff that I was doing before, and now I can't. And it's like, well, why not? It's the same freaking software. So I think that one's still coming out with the same functionality as the other one, but I think there's more that needs to be done because of all of the... It's trying to be more, like, centrally app-focused or something like that, and so it's, yeah. It's been forever since I told you a lie! You know, that is a hell of a preface for an incredibly good fact. Did you know, in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I'm already interested, it's revealed that Mario and Luigi came to the Mushroom Kingdom to search for extras for The Godfather 4 and got stuck with Bowser destroying their got stuck after Bowser destroyed their passports. This is fun false strat. I think that's just true. Having played that game like 16 times, I'm pretty sure that's just true. They got stuck with Bowser and they found Cacletta instead, and Cacletta was an extra. Done. Easy. I think that's just a fact. Luigi was gonna be the Godfather. You like Legacy, but the web version is gonna be bored for another 3 weeks? Yeah, so I'm using Squonk Chat now. Well, temporarily. I don't know if I don't think it'll dox me, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk opening up Slime 2, the actual version that I have. That one's not leaving. As soon as that's functional again, we're using it. You better bet that I have the website or the forum post that Zatri made for the Slime 2 outages, you better bet that is a perpetual tab in my browser that will be open forever until it's fixed. Forever. Like, that shit is important to me, and I need that to be functional again. But it needs to be functional, correctly functional. So yeah. But for any of you that is unaware, the authentication thing, oh my gosh, a tier 3 for 5 months. Let's go! Hi, Darkman! Thank you so much for tier 3. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Hi, Darkman! How is meteor catching? Or on camera, but how is meteor catching? It sounds so much more metal. If you just like, you're not catching it on photography, you're catching it, like, actually catching it. You didn't have any of the fun stuff web, so you yeah. No, it's the thing is, like, the web browser for that is so good, and the desktop is like, please give me the things that I had there. Hi, Dragon Alchemist! The dork lives! Yes, I live! I'm here! I'm doing things again! And my internet's holding up, actually. You have no idea how terrified I was of going live and having my internet just be like, nah. It's untested, because I have found
Lizard.
I found lizard, but I've also found that testing my internet does me no good, because it doesn't matter. It does the thing whenever the hell I want to do the thing. Thank you for the 35 bits. It works whenever it feels like working and doesn't work whenever it doesn't feel like working. And the way that, like, packet loss and stuff works is often nonsensical. And so it's just like, well, you know what? It's here, and if it works, it works. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a whole new thing. You posted and share cool stuff. You were able to get a shot of the galaxy. Let's go! There are tons of meteors. It's nice to get in the wild in complete darkness and have to see it for the first time. That's actually something that that Twig and I have talked about very recently. So, for those of you who are unaware why I was gone, well, first of all, are you living under a rock? Do you check any of my socials ever? Are you in my Discord? If you're not in my Discord, you should be in my Discord. It's right there. But I moved across the country from a very urban area to a much less urban area. And we, like, go outside in the evenings and look up and go, oh my gosh, there's stars. I lived in Charlotte for my entire life, and it became like a metropolis kind of city in the last 15 years. We don't see that shit. That's not a thing you see. And so now being able to just, like, kind of go outside and be like, oh, there's stars and shit. It's crazy and it's cool, and we don't have to go very far for it to be, like, dark. I now live in Stardust Valley? Holy shit. Also, another tier 3 twig, god dang it. I now live in Stardew Valley. I haven't played Stardew Valley. I know enough about the game to know generally what that means, but I don't know enough about that game to completely know what that means. But if we're out in the country now, well, we're not. I would not call this the country, but it is definitely no longer this is not an urban area anymore, and I am very happy with this. And Twig and I have plans to, like, go to the middle of freaking nowhere to see the stars. That is a thing we will do. I will bring pictures and things like that. She wants to know how much she needs to donate for me to... Alyssa? No? That's not something I'd play on stream, I don't think. That would be something I'd play off stream. I own the game. I've just never played it. Hi, Casser! I've just never played the game. And I will not succumb to bribes. Probably. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. I'll throw a bone to y'all and drop it in my next whatever-a-thon, which will probably be subathon next year, but it'll be like a, all right, sure, I'll play it on stream, I guess. Oh my gosh. All right, we're back, I guess. Thank you so much, Caster. Oh my gosh. I also know a lot of these names. It is wild how... God dang it. All right, I'm just... Y'all, holy shit. Oh, like... God dang it, y'all. I mean, I know I put the discount on as a like, yay, I'm back, and not expecting anybody to take advantage of it. I've missed y'all. You have actually no idea. I am actually, Youthful knows. Youthful definitely knows. Twig definitely knows. I've been like, oh my gosh, I just want to freaking get back to streaming. I just want to do the thing. I want to be here. I want to hang out with people. I want to do this stuff. I felt so bad in like June and July that I had to cut so much back. I had to cut back to like 1 to 2 streams a week because of all of the stuff that was happening. And I just want to do stuff. I just want to be here. I want to hang out. I want to be a goober on the internet. Thank you so much for all the gifts. And for those who got the gifts, Wish Cave, Rabbit the Toymaker, a random dude 1, Coffee Mancy, Gauss VT, Vixen Dragon, GT Alex, Overlords Across, Strap Streams, Heartwolf, Shar, Eska, Slasher, Zelos, David J, Phytocat, Stick and Stone, Sidetrack, Yuraite, and Crimson Streams. Thank you so much, and congrats on your gift subs. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the silliness. Thank you so much. Your text size is currently set to 14 minutes, so I had to completely change my, like, all of the text, everything, basically, for, like, all of my stuff, because it isn't what I was looking for. It isn't what I thought it was going to be. You have the popcorn emote now. But no, thank you so much. Level 7 hype train off the jump. That's something. Also, can I make the stuff stay on the stream for longer? It'll be a lot longer. All right, we're gonna use 5 minutes. So I used 2 minutes. I used 2 minutes for the chat on my like starting streams and like 1 minute for the other chats. So the 5 minutes is like, all right, that's way too much. But at the same time, I don't know. I knew it was gonna happen. I did not know what was gonna happen. I'm just happy to be here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just happy to be here. But yeah, it's been an interesting 3 weeks. Moving has been something. I know that a couple of you now are here. Caster in particular, I talked about this with. I think Darkman too. I was intending on streaming dual format today. I have it set up. It is completely set up. It is functional. Surely 72 isn't too big, right? I mean, let's see how big 72 is. For the memes, how big is 72? Hold on. I can actually just do this on the fly. For shits and giggles. That is 72, by the way. I could not. Listen, I have this stupid thing up, and I'm like, this is pure scuff, but like, yes. But no, I have it set up. I have dual format set up. I immediately got bonked with a message. It was like, you haven't updated your drivers. So it is not currently working. I'm aiming to have it working on Thursday. I'm like, when's my next stream? Thursday. I will have it working on Thursday. So what's mine set to? Mine is to 24. So I'm using Squonk Chat though. So it's not the desktop version of Slime 2 because I had problems with it. I didn't like what it did, and I didn't like the it didn't have enough customization for me to be doing. Easy level hype 7 hype train, by the way. Thank you for the 3 stream key, Hugh. But I have the message body set to 24, the pronoun set to 16, and the name set to 20. Because I can't do anything simply, everything has to be extra. Everything has to be extra. I thought about going into the CSS and trying to do all of that stuff. Thank you so much for the level 7 hype train, by the way. What do we get? What's in the box? Oh, that's just a mood. That's just a mood. The cow. Oh my gosh. The freaking cow. I love it. The cow. Do I have that one? I don't. No, it's Winnie. I don't have that one. That's amazing. The freaking cow. You got a moo-moo for the choo-choo. Yeah. And I got a bunch of Z's. But no, the where was I? What was I talking about? But yeah, no, I was intending on setting up the thing. I have it set up. I have all of my scenes in vertical. All of them. So it will be significantly pared down from what you're seeing on desktop. Like, there's not going to be the little dancing Evie in the bottom corner. Probably. There's not the tracker of the who's the latest sub, latest follower, latest all of that. That stuff is not a thing. But it gives you all the other stuff, and it gives you me and whatever I'm doing. And that is, I think, what you're looking for out of mobile. But if y'all then watch me in mobile, once it gets functional on Thursday, if y'all that watch me in mobile have suggestions or opinions on hey, make sure you do this or make sure you have this, please let me know. Because I don't use mobile. I don't know what people are looking for out of mobile. So please tell me. Y'all are in my Discord. If you're not, you should be. Y'all are in my Discord, please tell me. Because I want it to be a good experience for everybody. And that's the best way, is to literally just be hey, by the way, you should do this. And I will take it into consideration, depending on how difficult it is to implement or whatever. But a lot of things that are hey, you have this thing on your main, and you don't have this on your other one, and maybe you should do that. That's what I'm looking for, is the kind of simple, all right, cool, that's good kind of stuff. One sec. I'm still very phlegmy from getting sick, and it is annoying me. Because I haven't been talking as much, which is weird. It's weird, it's strange not yapping on the internet for 5 hours 4 times a week. It's kind of weird. I haven't noticed how annoyingly phlegmy I am still until now. It's an Evie. Hi, it's a winter. That's a winter. I will point back at you. Hold on. I will point back. Hi, winter. Definitely gonna get feedback most of your time of year spent on mobile instead of sleep. I love that is the dichotomy. It's not that you're here on mobile instead of desktop, it's that you're mobile instead of sleeping. Which is, to be fair, true, because I know what time zone you're in. Sir, I know your time zone. I know what time it is. Although I do start earlier, and I am going to be, I'll talk about this more in a bit, when I talk about plans for the future, because I do want to, there's going to be changes around here. Not bad. Good changes, good changes, improvements. But there are going to be changes around here that are, and more events, more community stuff, more things like that. And so I'm going to talk about all of that all at once in 45 minutes or something. Maybe, depending on, it could be an hour and a half from now. I don't know. We'll see. I have have the card that I always, I have the card that I always do. You do like how you can change the font, you can annoy everyone in Comic Sans. You can do that with any chat app, though. Any chat widget will let you do that. Let me launch a dirt twig from your time zone. Ow. I didn't actually, it was an Evie. But no, there will be changes and stuff. I actually meant to add something before I went live today, that I completely forgot about. So we're gonna do that for next time, and I'm going to write it down. That'll be something that y'all who like to, like, I don't know, hoard channel points might find a use for. But that'll be for next time, because I forgot to do it before this time. I had a giant list of shit that I wanted to get done for today, and I got all of it done, except for the things I didn't get done. Don't worry about it. You missed these? I can't. So, you saying that you missed these, as soon as people started pressing the lizard button early in this stream, I was like, I've missed that. like part of me was literally like, oh, that's so nostalgic. I haven't there hasn't been enough lizard in my life in the last like 3 weeks. Thank you, Minoko. There also hasn't been that. The freaking Minoko. But no, like there, I was just like, oh, I haven't heard enough of that. You will lizard IRL. I will too. I need to literally get an app on my phone and start mashing the button. But it's different when you're not. It's just, it hits different. It hits different when you're not on stream. It just does. That's just how it kind of goes. No more point in hoarding channel points. You already got your VIP spot. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I think I'm also, and like part of said like changes and stuff, I do think I'm going to get rid of the VIP redeem. Those of you who have it will keep it, but I think I'm going to get rid of that and replace it with a couple of kind of more customizable things that are better overall, and VIP will be a separate thing from that. But I think everybody here that wants VIP pretty much already has it. So I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't do this, but you're 7,000 points off. I'm surprised you're that many points off. I guess you did mash the lizard button so many times. I guess that's fair. You just have to save. I can also, for those of you who I've seen a lot of, I know who you are. I've seen you. Yeah, I've seen you around. And if we can work something out. We can talk about it. Being subbed does in fact help. Although to be fair, you just helped out a lot of people with that today. By the way, thank you so much for the 20 gifts. Oh my gosh. I always feel bad, like when I don't like putting up the discount thing, because I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm fishing for subs, which isn't the point. I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel that way, but at the same time, I'm like, I haven't been here for a while. I don't know. If y'all want to do a thing, you can do a thing. You can do a silly thing, and I'm not going to stop you. I'm in fact going to make it cheaper, because I feel like a lot of y'all were going to do that anyway. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just, you will notice that I do not activate it very much at all, and that is kind of the reason. You'll get there in the next, I don't know how many streams that'll take. I mean, if you're close, I can just give it to you too, and have your channel points go to something better, like, you know, adding things to throw at me, you know. You're at 63? Jeez. Yeah, there's actually a lot of you with very long stream streaks that I haven't done any like short streams, so there's been nothing to break things, which is nice. It's meant that we've, like, you know, been able to keep big, long stream streaks going, which is cool. Not required. Just like the discount button, no requirement. There's no requirement of stream streaks, but it is cool to see number go up. As someone who has one that she maintains, yeah, it's cool to see number go up. Like at 80, I'm like, holy shit. Probably raid her tonight too, but we'll see. We'll see. That depends. Tonight feels like a perfect night to do that because I am going to be doing retro achievements tonight. It'll be my first, so okay. For those of you who are unaware what retro achievements are, because I've never done them on stream before, I've never done them period before, but I know how long Donkey Kong Country games are. And they're not long. You can pretty easily finish them in like 1.5 streams. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just RA this, and if I don't like it, I don't have to do it again. But if I do like it, it'll give us a little bit of extra play for some of these, like, especially like DKC 1 and 2. We can do a lot more stuff with them and enjoy them more and stuff. The only thing that can break them are short streams with no clips or VODs, or Twitch just saying F you. Yeah, Twitch does that sometimes. And I have a bone to pick with Twitch. You know what, actually, instead of going on to a retro achievements sidetrack, whatever, we can do that more when I talk about my schedule later. You know what we're going to talk about now? Fuck AI. So for any of you who are living under a rock and or aren't in discords with people who are very loud about some of the things that Twitch has done recently, Twitch recently implemented an opt-out version of you can use your stream can be used for generative AI. I immediately opted out, hence why there is a panel in my about me. There's a panel saying that there. I have a thing, one of my tags, one of my very first tags is no gen AI. All of that. Any of you that is currently here should also opt out, even if you don't stream. I cannot promise that your chat messages everywhere else won't be tracked by whatever, but it's also a case of metrics. If they get enough people saying, agreeing with all the rest of us saying, nope, we're not doing this, it might send a message to Daddy Amazon that goes, maybe we shouldn't force this on people. Will they listen? No, but we can at least do our job. We can do our part in saying fuck AI and not have that be a thing. Hi, Mari. For anyone living under a rock or doesn't know any streamers, yes, that. I mean, Blue Sky was and has been like in a positive, in a like constant state of explosion over this for the last week. It's like I leave to go on hiatus, and then like 3 things happen on Twitch that is just like, but why? And then it comes out, the reason but why is because they were forced to. And so that's always a, that's fun, that's great, love that for us. Like, but the fun part is there is no better option. And I don't care who's like, oh, you should go to whatever .stream or something like that. It's like, no, there are no people there. Like, I get it. But if you really want to go back to streaming for 2 people, all right, sure, by all means, you do that. There are people here. There are all of y'all here. And I am not going to force y'all to go to a different platform for me. So, yeah. But yes, it is in account settings, security, and privacy, and it is at the very bottom. It is automatically turned on. Go and turn that shit off. Especially if you are a streamer. If you're a streamer, you better freaking do this, or else I will be very mad at you. And you really don't want me when I'm angry. but even if you're a viewer, just as a like for the metrics, please go turn that off because yeah, we don't need that around here. Blue sky is usually in a state of explosion. Well, blue sky is in a state of explosion because of all the other holy shit. What the Jesus. All right. Well, now we have 20 more. Anonymous gifter? Holy shit. What? What? God damn. Okay. Well, we're here, I guess. I'm back. Hi. Thank you so much for, thank you so much. Okay. For any of you who just got gifted subs, for Trickier, Damn Hazard, Gumkeer, I know who that is, Sherry? Synesthesia? I like that name. Halloween Boy, Clank XY, Gloves Mustachio, Thundering Way, Yes Does Things, I know who that is, Blaze Drake, MD Switchy, Carson, Shark Paka Zindros, hey, it's Winter! Winter Gust, Alice Linazera, Accrue, Niena, and Zoe Baskerville. Congrats on getting subs, congrats on getting new stuff, thank you so much for 20? Jesus Christ, y'all. All right, well, we're back. Hi, thanks. Thank you so much. Jesus. Thank you for 40 today. That's insane. Thank you so much. I just like, But yes, thank you if for any of you who just got subs, enjoy your emotes, enjoy your extra channel in my Discord, and stick around. Thanks for being here. Okay, well that completely derailed everything that I was. All right, cool. It's fine. Yes. Anyways, go turn off AI. go turn that off. Get that shit out of here because nobody needs that. Nobody wants it, and we especially don't want it. But yeah, the blue sky is in a perpetual space of exploding, but that's because it's all vibe coded, as opposed to because like people are super mad, which I mean I guess is also the case because people always have a way of making things mad, and so it's like, you know, it's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, it's been especially in a state of exploding. Welcome back. I mean, lurky is excessive from work. Thank you for the lurk. I always appreciate the lurkers. Like whether you're active in chat or not, or even just here vibing and listening, like any amount of that, I appreciate. Thank you so much. Who must you thank? You thank Anonymous. I don't know. I have a suspicion as to who the anonymous gifter is, but I don't actually know for sure. Who do you kiss? Anonymous. But no, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Dragons are now fond of AI, and data centers make good target practice, as well as have treasure hoards starve for rare metals. It's true. It's absolutely true, and I will never go and say that we should use AI data centers as target practice, but I will never not say that we should use AI data centers as target practice. Thanks for the lurk, Gum. I'm sure Estelle will be here at some point. She's always here at some point. It just might be in an hour or something. Nobody will miss them. Correct. Nobody will miss them. But yeah, no, I won't say to do this because we do not openly advocate crimes here, but at the same time, I won't dissuade people from, you know, fixing problems. We'll call it fixing problems. Also, I need to make sure that that is actually functional properly. Hold on, let me do another thing. Is it still doing thing? It is still doing thing. I'm just... I need to make sure that stuff is functional. The Vengeance Redeem, I don't know if I've ever actually made that correctly functional. I've definitely never tested it. So we're gonna do that. We are creatures of chaos. Exactly. And any reasonable dragon needs a horde or is entitled to a horde. Even if you don't like actively hoard things or like actively have a horde of your own, you are welcome to begin collecting things. And you know, it's a thing. It worked just now. It worked just now because I pushed the button. I clicked the button. Vengeance mode is only supposed to last 2 minutes, and so it was much longer than 2 minutes. I'm like, we're gonna fix that. But that might be a me problem. In fact, it's probably a me problem. Dwago Tummy. It is a shame. Dwago Tummy and some of these other redeems will not be a thing on the mobile version. Hi, Pigments! That's the entrance that I was expecting. Pigments comes in here and hits me with the heart. I'm like, who are you? Then throws things. Sending love before I hit you because I miss you. I miss you too. But we watched a Pokemon movie on Saturday that was aggressively mid. It was like one of the more forgettable Pokemon movies. Ow. But it was still a Pokemon movie, and so we're still getting through all of them. And we'll talk about that in a bit as well. We watched Arceus and the Jewel of Life was the one that we watched. You didn't hear me? Could have been anyone. You know, that's fair. That's fair. It could have been. Power Rangers is dead again? Oh, right. They canceled it, didn't they? Welcome back, Darkman. There was they were doing... Ow, dang it. They were doing something, or like it was planned to be a thing and then they canceled it? Is that right? I think it got Netflixed. I think. But I also don't remember. I wasn't super clued into that, so. Also, let me do this, and we'll keep that up. But no, we watched Arceus and the Jewel of Life, and it was one of those, like, I don't know, after watching four Gen 4 movies, 3 Gen 4 movies in a row, where you have Dialga and Palkia at each other's throats the entire movie, and then having the same kind of general plot of the entire thing, it's like the Arceus one was aggressively not memorable. I don't know. It was very much the same thing every time, and like I loved the Giratina movie because the Giratina one, like that one was cool for. Like, the way that it portrayed the Giratina was just interesting and cool, and it was the giant, the ghosty, snaky, centipede-y thing. It was like, oh, this is great. And then Arceus is just like, I am here. What are you doing here? Not sure, but you're here, I guess. And now we're fighting you, and then he does things, and then it's like, all right, well, sure. I guess that's a thing that happened. I guess. Giratina is freaking awesome. Disney Plus was making a show, but they can't because of budget and because of not owning the IP. That is the most Disney thing to ever Disney. It's like, okay, we could make a cool thing, or we could not, because we don't own it. And thus, we don't get all of our grubby hands all over that money. Now all the Power Ranger media exists as comics and AI slop. Well, I mean, That's a lot of things. That doesn't really narrow it down to Power Rangers, unfortunately. But yeah, the fact that they're trying to essentially capture Satan. No, they could have done a lot more with the alternate dimension, the distortion zone. But at the same time, it's like the way that it's actually been a gripe of me with literally every single Pokemon game that I've played or has been like all the movies. They all do this. If it is a dark or ghost type, it is inherently bad. It's like, but why is that a thing? Like, I get the dark types are like tricksy, evilly kind of whatever, and they're always on the bad teams, and they're always like, but why does that have to be a thing? Why does that particular whatever need to continue to be perpetuated? Why can't we have a situation where a ghost type isn't the bad guy or whatever? Because it's like, y'all watch me play Explorers of Sky. You saw how that worked. Both of the bad things were in the Ghost Dark area. And it's like, but then the Giratina movie comes out and Giratina is not, in fact, the bad guy. And it was really nice. It wasn't even like the bad guy was trying to use Giratina for whatever. It's like, no, the bad guy was just doing stuff. And like Giratina was just there and Giratina was just cool. Pokemon aren't evil, only their owners are. Also Pokemon, exactly. It just happens to be that all of their owners only use the type that could be theoretically construed as evil. You know. They tried putting 500 mil into it. It was more than Sentai put into its last 5 shows combined. Then where did the money go? I'm not gonna ask that question because I don't want to know, because I will just get mad. I will just get mad. They kind of also do that with poison types. They do it with poison types, but poison types got usurped by dark types. As soon as dark became a thing, poison types stopped kind of being that. We don't know. Yeah, that tracks. That's about what I expect. What do you mean you put 500 million into it? And the money is where? But no, it was one of the things that I really liked about the Giratina movie. And then you have the Arceus movie where Arceus does all sorts of random type bullshit that is not possible. That's not how that works. When you're being attacked by a dragon type move, you can't just nullify it by switching types in Gen 4. You can in Gen 6. You cannot do that in Gen 4. So why is that a thing? He can't just like hold up the no you card and say, no, that's not how that works. That's not how Arceus works. I know that Pokemon is very well known for being a franchise with an enormous amount of consistency within its media that adheres to the rules that the rest of its media has. But that's a little bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. Screw you, I'm not. Well, I mean, you aren't wrong. I love the you gave away the 5 cards or the five stone plates which are all of the types, which makes it apparently allegedly theoretically weak against those types. But it's like, no, the attacks that you were attacking it with did literally no damage. It wasn't that it like did a little bit. It literally said no. It's like, that's not how this works. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe taking the show that was built off of borrowing footage and props from a different show completely original wasn't the best idea for money saving? Well, yeah, and that industry in general is not very good for money saving, so, you know, at least in the West. Some of those shows' budgets are just... Why? Just why? why? Why are we spending this much on this? Like, sure, I'm sure it's good, but like at the same time, no? I don't know. I don't watch much TV, and there's a reason for it. For one, I ain't paying $70 a month total to have all of the streaming softwares, all of the streaming services. Not doing that. Absolutely not. I have 0 streaming services. Gonna keep it that way. That's going to be a thing that remains to be the case. But also, like, yeah, I don't know. There's always the like, well, why would you do this? But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we watched Pokemon movie, and so while we're talking about that, and before ads start in 2 minutes, I do want to mention. And I mentioned this during the Pokemon movie. We will probably be doing our Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged watch-along in a couple weeks. Probably. I'm not sure. I have not entirely scheduled it because I don't know exactly what my plan is at this point. But for those of you who are interested in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, watch along where so those episodes are much shorter. They're like 5 to 10 minutes a pop. We'll just sit down and we will just shotgun through them. It'll be like a 2-hour time block, and we just go. And yes, Lil Kribo B is freaking adorable. I love her. She's great. I didn't realize that she was super active on Blue Sky until all of the things happened recently with her. And now I'm a fan. I was always a fan. I freaking love Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. But, yeah. Make sure I have all episodes because some aren't available at times. I will make sure that I do. I will absolutely make sure that I do. I think most of the ones that are on YouTube are fine. Because they're all in a playlist, and I can pretty easily check when stuff is available. But you collected all the Dragon Balls. Hi, Blood. Also, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I will do that. Hi, Yoza. Oi. Oi. It is a true dragon fact. It is in fact. But how are y'all? How are y'all doing? Yeah, we will the current tentative plan, and I will probably talk about this more in a bit as we talk about like general schedule stuff going out into the future. Is it Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged will be in a couple weekends. So like at the possibly I believe it's the 29th. Is my current thought, but we will see. Keep that in mind, and we will do the things. Somehow the App Dragon Dreams. How is it somehow? This was the least surprising thing ever. I have made a big deal about it because I'm freaking excited. I'm just like Also, hi Ref. Welcome to ads. It's like, the one thing that I haven't missed is needing to just kind of stop things. Although, to be fair, 40 of you are now subbed that weren't subbed before, so there's more of you here for Premium Yap. So, you know, what happens in Premium Yap stays in Premium Yap or something. I don't know. But no, the movie night was fun. But yeah, so we're gonna do a little bit more of that. Depending on the turnout for Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, it might end up being a series of its own, right? Because they are like 5 to 10 minutes, we can do like 12 to 15 a pop. And if we do like Pokemon movie and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged later on in the month, like I think that's a thing that we could theoretically do if people are interested in doing that. But first, we're gonna have the one, and then we're gonna deal with anything else afterwards. I don't know who this Frieza is, but he sounds like a classy lady. Foreshadowing is an narrative device. The amount of things that little Karibo in particular has said that indicate as such that are like, oh, that was a 2023 tweet. I'm sure that didn't mean anything in the long run. I'm sure that wasn't a thing that was a either repressed or not repressed, a repressed or a very intentional thing that was said there. Could have meant anything, but it probably meant exactly what you think it means. But no, it's I love all of that. But yeah, so that is a current plan that I will talk about more in about a minute when people are done with ads and I get a drink. Let me drink. My water is not cold. I feel like Twig fills up the filter that we have every single time they have a drink, and so half the time I go there, I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna get a thing of cold water. It's not cold at all. It's not me complaining, it's me being like, oh, that's kind of silly. Snow Dragon lacks cold water. It's true. Karibo's also very in touch with the VA scene. That I'm not surprised by in the slightest. I mean, with what they did, Lil Karibo literally created a genre. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, which I believe is the first one, literally ground broke for the whole, like, redone parody genre of anime or other series. Like, of course, they are super well connected. Rumor says it's 3 twigs in a trench coat pretending to be an ice dragon. Oh no. Could have just took his fame and dipped. It's true. But instead, did good things with it and is still making episodes. Still making episodes, which is very cool because I think they're on like episode 90 something now, 89, 90, something like that. Which is again really freaking cool. That it's like it's still a thing, it's still going on, it's still making content, still doing stuff. Outlive DBZ Abridged. I mean, I guess there is a lot of DBZ content. I just know that there is so much Yu-Gi-Oh content to go off of. And so much of the Yu-Gi-Oh content, because of the nature of Yu-Gi-Oh content, is incredibly memeable. And that's the fun part that I'm going to have with watching these, is entirely the, oh, this is just a meme. This entire thing is the meme. It's one of the reasons I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It's so good. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX! Card games on motorbikes! Unless that's a different one. I think that's GX, but I'm not sure. But yeah. We have the ads are over. Welcome back from ads to anybody who was partaking in said ads. Let's go talk about schedule and like future stuff. Card games on motorcycles. It's just like one of the most ridiculous things ever. It's just so utterly stupid. Speaking of utterly stupid, hold on. Give me a second while I fix my chat and make it fit in the stupid box. It's like, chat, I did not give you permission to escape the box that you're living in at the moment. There we go. Okay. All is fine. I cannot wait for Slime 2 to be functional again. I cannot wait. But for now we deal with what we've got to work with, and so it's fine. It's fine. I have a schedule! You wish Magic the Gathering had an utterly stupid anime children's show that is obviously not a children's show? We talked about this. Chat breach containment. Chat. Hold on, I can make chat breach containment. I can do that. Just to bother somebody with incredible OCD. It can. The unfortunate thing is that person with incredible OCD is me. I will get so. It will be. I will be able to handle this for about 5 minutes, and then I will go insane. But no, it's one of the like the utterly ridiculous things about Yu-Gi-Oh! As a show, as a franchise, is that the 4Kids version, the English version of that show, is such a... It is like almost a parody of what the show actually is, of how dark that freaking show is, that it's like... Yeah, I don't know. We're not holding guns, but pointing finger guns. It did invent the Shadow Realm, which became canon. That is true. Where would us using Shadow Realm as a reference be if it weren't for 4Kids? How, like... We have to owe that to 4Kids. Is the idea of shadow realming somebody comes directly from them. For everything they did wrong, at least they did that for us. As a result, Yamiyuki became more or less a murderer, except for Kaiba. He got better. But Kaiba says, screw the rules, I have money. I also regularly use the word Shadow Realm. I mean, so I'm not sure. So, okay. This thing right here, which is labeled Vengeance Mode for y'all, in my side of things, it is Shadow Realm mode. It is literally marked on my Stream Deck as Shadow Realm. It is marked in VTS as Shadow Realm. So, yes, I also use that frequently. I got this hamburger from the Shadow Realm. I'm not sure you want that hamburger. I don't think that's safe. I don't think that's safe. Okay, this is bugging me now, so we're gonna fix it. It took about as long as it needed to. Okay, but yeah. No, I absolutely do the same thing. It is a part of my everyday chat experience, of my everyday vocabulary experience, is Shadow Realm gets used at least once a day for many things. Many different things. That is yes. I do have to credit 4Kids for providing us with that particular whatever the hell you want to call it. But like the difference between like the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the English version is so different that it's like it's crazy. It's nuts. It's insane. Within the Japanese version, they're literally killing people, or like chopping off people at the ankles, or like, oh, it's a hell of a show. Which is why it's great that there's an abridged version that makes a mockery out of all of it. It's great. Anyways, I have a schedule. Which means that I'm back. Yay! I don't know. I hope that y'all are excited that I'm back. I think you are, considering how things have gone so far. But I am am also incredibly excited to be back. I am so glad to be here and be able to be like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna be here 3 times this week and not feel like I'm at risk of not keeping that bargain, not keeping my end of the bargain because of various amounts of moving insanity. So we've got stuff. Today, obviously, we're yapping. We're doing Icebreaker, but it's gonna be Hiatus Breaker this time instead. After that, we're gonna play Donkey Kong Country 1. But we're gonna do this in retro achievement style, which means we're gonna just play the game normally the first time, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna Chivo hunt. Will I need to look things up? Yup, abso-freaking-lutely I will need to look things up, but I will look things up, and the goal for at least Donkey Kong Country 1 is to do all of the achievements that are reasonable. I am not a speedrunner, so if there's some that are on here that are like, this is bullshit, I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be beholden to 100%ing the achievements of this game. But I want a little bit more of the experience of Donkey Kong Country than you just get from the one playthrough, because you can just kind of do the thing and kind of be skipping most of the game. Like that's a thing you can do without much difficulty. And so like we'll see how it goes. If y'all like it, we'll do it for 2 and 3. If I like it, we might do it for 2 and 3. But definitely if y'all like it, if y'all are here and enjoying all of that, then we'll definitely do it more. But for this one in particular, we will start with this, and I don't know whether it's always going to be on the Monday slot. It probably won't be. It'll probably move around, but we're gonna figure it out. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. There's like one chapter of Yu-Gi-Oh! You've ever read. It contained a defusal at an amusement park. No Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't played that day. Yeah, like, you know, horrors happening in that series. It's insane. That series, I should go and find the manga and read it, because I'm sure that it is a trip and a half, especially after watching the 4Kids version as a kid and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged as both an older child and an adult. You're ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Attire to arrive one day? Right, you bought a thing, didn't you? You had the... It was some you shared with the class. It was some like with the belt straps and shit. It was the most Yu-Gi-Oh! Ass outfit that I've ever seen. It doesn't have the Yugi hair. So many belts. Yeah, exactly. Just all belts. Also, hold on a second. Did I put that in the wrong place? Or am I just actually silly? Oh, I think it's the shadow. I was wondering why the little wiggle made that I have that's on my left side. I was wondering why that was dark. It's because it's in my shadow. Thanks, YouTube. Or thanks, OBS lighting. Gotta wear that to the Star Trek pre-release this November. Yes. That is potentially the most wrong thing you could wear to that, so I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. I think wearing like fantasy Ren Fair would be less wrong than wearing a Yummy Yuki outfit. Wahoo! Hi, Ruby. Which of course means that we're here for this. This is exactly what we want. Even Star Wars is objectively less wrong. Yeah, because Star Wars, despite the fact that Star Trek and Star Wars hate each other, Star Wars is at least in the same general genre. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just its own thing. And also, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Magic is also, it's everything about it. It's worse the more you think about it, which makes it better. It's worse, and so therefore it is better the more you think about it. It's perfect. It's perfection. You'll make a Magic the Gathering Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disk? I know there are 3D STLs available for printing of that. I know there are. It's just a question of finding one and having a reason to have it. So you can just walk around with a freaking dual disc. Anyways, amazing. But yeah, so today plan is gonna be after we yap, which will go for probably another 40 minutes or so. Considering where I am on my list of stuff, we're gonna play Donkey Kong Country 1, and as part of that, we will do retro achievements. But the first time we go through the game is just gonna be vanilla. I will try and get all the Kongs, but other than that, it's just gonna be mostly vanilla, and then we'll see where things go after that. We'll see what achievements we need to get, because there's 80 of them, I think. I don't actually know if I can check. I don't have the website open. I just have the little plugin. And so I legitimately don't know. But yeah, so that'll be a thing. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, that'll be how we play DKC1. If it doesn't work out, if I don't like it, especially if I don't like it, but if like I don't like it or y'all don't like it, then we'll consider just going through DKC2. I do intend, as a thing that I'm doing this fall, to play the entire Donkey Kong Country series. That includes Returns and Tropical Freeze, because both of those games are phenomenal. And I own most of them. I think I own 4 out of the 5 games, so I would just need to fill in one slot there. But yeah, no, it's I love this series. The music in this series is phenomenal, and I want to play it. So we're gonna play it. Easy, done. We will also on Thursday be getting back to Elden Ring, so we got our asses kicked in the DLC the last time we played, and that was while I was reasonably practiced with the game. I've not touched the game in 3 weeks now, so who knows what Thursday's gonna look like. It might be an absolute mess. Speaking of mess, hi Noob! How was the Tetris? How did the Tetris go? And welcome in, Raiders. How are y'all? 003 licensed to dab. Welcome in. But how was Tetris? And how are you? And if any of you, since this is a good chance for me to remember how this works. If any of y'all don't know who I am Evie Sylkas. I'm a half Snow Dragon Witch. I'm a variety VTuber. I do mostly RPGs and randos. We're doing DKC1 today after we do a whole freaking lot of yapping. You barely sub 3'd? What a run? Nice. I look forward to your sub 5 fire red runs. Once the you can't catch dupes or whatever that is thing is in the wild. Is that a challenge? I mean, it could be a challenge. 5 out of 5-star intro, nicely done. Let's go. I didn't trip over all of my words this time. Something that I've realized as I've gone further and further in with streaming and just existence. I have a lot of things to say, and oftentimes my voice does not cooperate. My vocal cords go What if we just didn't say what you wanted to say and we said something completely garbled instead? So I have to like actively slow myself down sometimes to say what I need to say. And oftentimes when that is the worst is when I am reciting something. Like, I don't know, my intro when somebody raids in. It's really bad. It's really bad when I go, hi, I'm Evie, Sylkas, and it's just like, and I'm like, no. If they are actually new here, they have no freaking idea what I just said. All right, thanks for the clip. It's like if they actually are here, they have no clue what I just said. So yeah, exactly. Hello, I'm. I just make the underwater noises. It's just like, and it's just like, okay, cool. That is not helpful to literally anybody. Nobody knows what just came out of my mouth, including me, because then all of the sounds get crumpled together, and then it's like, well, I don't know. Who knows? Just like me, for real. I feel like that's a lot of people. I feel like a lot of us have brain go too fast mode sometimes, where trying to be like saying things that are useful, trying to lizard, trying to be like, you know, get all of our shit together, and then suddenly, well, who knows what just came out of my mouth? Lizard, hi Nika. And thanks for all the snowballs. How could you do this? But yeah, it's I don't know, it's been a constant struggle as I've gone more and more, as I've streamed longer, that I've noticed this. It wasn't an issue early on, and I don't know why it wasn't an issue early on. Maybe it's literally just comfortability. Maybe it's like, oh, I can just get up and say whatever, and I can say all the things that I can go a mile a minute. It's like, well, maybe we can slow down for 2 seconds. You suck at covering my yaps. Covering my yap sessions comes to an end. 07 indeed. I love that you were collecting raids to raid into me yesterday, and I wasn't streaming. I was not back yet. We have grown in size and interactions. It's true. This channel has definitely grown, and so there are more people here and more people that I want to respond to, and so also therefore I want to read what they're saying faster and respond to them faster. Sometimes I just need to slow my freaking roll and just be like, all right, cool, it's fine. We can get out the words as we have them, and we don't have to go the entire time. I'm good. I'm so glad to be back. You have no freaking idea. If anybody on Blue Sky is like, God, she's so freaking annoying for being like, oh my God, the countdown is 3 days, it's 2 days, it's 1 day. This is me being excited. I am not going to apologize for being freaking excited for doing a thing I like doing. But it is something I am like, not concerned with, but I'm like, but what if people do find that annoying? And at a certain point, I'm like, you know what? If they find me being excited about streaming annoying, then they can go and just shove off. It's been 3 weeks, and it's felt like so much longer than 3 weeks. It's like, it's one thing to go on hiatus for an extended amount of time because you need to, because you're burned out, because you need to, but to be forced to because you're moving across the country and there's no semblance of like a functional setup when you get there, and you have to make sure that you get all of your stuff. I still don't have cable management. Cable management is not a thing that I have fully functional yet. I wanted to get today out of the way before, and so I can be like, cool, Cool. That works there. That works there. All of this monitor setup works for streaming. Now we will get things sorted. It's like we're still in like caveman land in terms of like what this setup looks like. Also, the entire rest of my room is basically unfurnished. There's stuff in here which is eating all sorts of sound, but everything else is just like, I need thing on wall, I need thing on this wall, I have nothing over there, I have an empty bookshelf there, I have an empty armoire behind me. There's just so much shit. I hate it when people kill excitement and fun for no good reason. Exactly. And I especially hate it because I think 95% of people are like, yes, be excited about things. But then there's the 5% of assholes that are aggressively like, what are you doing? You can't be excited about this. That's not allowed. And you're like, but I want to be excited about stuff. So yeah, I am very excitable. I'm very excited. I want to be here. I'm glad to be back. I would have streamed yesterday, but I had other things happening. Okay, Boomer, get out of here. You, get out of here. I'm glad that your stream went well. I'm glad that your Tetris went well, and that your that all of this stuff was good. If any of y'all raiders do need to raid and run, raid and lurk, anything like that, please feel free to do so. We enjoy lurkers around here. People who just hate life and have to take it out on others to feel better about themselves. We call that Twitter. There's a reason that I don't partake in Twitter. Unfortunately, I partake in YouTube, which is almost as bad. YouTube comments are a place. They are a wondrous, allegedly, place that exists, allegedly, that nothing good ever comes out of. Because the only thing that comes out of them are shitty asshole comments like that. It's great. I've had plenty of good interactions on YouTube, but at the same time, there's always that one jackass that posts a comment somewhere that's just like, why are you... What is the point of this? Why are you yucking somebody else's yum? Get out of here. Delete. Like, just don't do that. Like, I'm not one for, like, toxic positivity, because I think there's some things that are, like, objectively negative. Like, there are things out there that are just bad, that suck. They're not great. And I think people should be able to talk about them. Not trauma dump about, but talk about. But then, like, if somebody's, like, legitimately enjoying something or seems to be having a good time or whatever, if they're making fun of themselves, dogpile. Because that's the point. That's the point. If you are just being a dick about something, please don't. Please don't. Hi, Joey. You've heard of a channel whose videos got uploaded to the hub. The comments on the hub were far better. This is also not surprising. I'm sure that the comments on the hub, we'll call it, are also like, why is this here? But cool, this is probably cool. Like, I'm assuming that these are videos that would not normally be posted on Pub. Yes, we'll call it that. Well, yes, that one. Hi, Randomat. Hold on, do I have... I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I don't. Hey, Half, if you're here, now would be the time to break out your corn emote. A streamer that I at one point subbed to a long time ago. I haven't in a while, but he also hasn't streamed in a bit. He's on hiatus himself. Is from Iowa and has a corn emote. He has a like, his channel mascot is a Putu bird. Somebody, and I think it was Half, made that Putu bird into a corn. into a piece of corn. And so that corn is now an emote for it. It's great. It's amazing. It was a pure comedy video, not a hint of cornmography. Yes. Yeah. Better Minecraft tutorial than YouTube. Have you been looking at Cornpub for your Minecraft tutorials? Because if so, by all means, continue. No shame. No shame. Continue on. You do your thing. And listen, I would kind of expect them to be, because if you're intentionally putting your videos on that site when they're not the typical subject matter of that site, there is a certain level of complete unseriousness which would probably make them incredibly entertaining. You cannot take yourself seriously to do something like that. You cannot. It is impossible. And that is like a requirement of having a YouTube channel worth a shit. You're just gonna throw that out there. All you need is a funny title. Yes. You have to have, it has to be something mildly suggestive that isn't suggestive. Like you have to ride that line. Pun intended. Pun intended. You have to ride the line between the two competing factors. Listen. Thank you for the clip. Listen. Did I know what I was saying before I said it? Not really. I will take it. Hi, Blitz. But no, you have to like, you cannot take yourself too seriously for that. Evie's back. Yes, Evie is back. I'm back. I'm here. I'm doing things. Minecraft Steve ruins Ender Dragon. Yes. That is, yes. That would be a good example of an A+, actually of an S tier title for that. But yeah, you cannot have a YouTube channel and not take yourself seriously. Like you can't have a Twitch channel and take yourself seriously either. But it's worse on YouTube. And so if you inherently don't take yourself seriously to the point of uploading them to this other site, it'd be good. And yes, the comments would be much better. Bounce on it, Dial. But yeah, freaking Henya. Absolute treasure. Yep. But yeah, speaking on bouncing on a Dial, I will be playing Elden Ring. Where I will be probably sent to the Shadow Realm. Another callback. Like, roughly 10,000 times, because I'm not going to remember how to play the game at all. Don't worry about it, noob. Don't worry about it. This is me getting 3 weeks of unhinged content out at once. It's fine. And I'm definitely not being baited by my chat at all. The Snowstorm would never do that to me. The Snowstorm would never do such a thing. I can't imagine. It's not possible. See? Blood would never do this. We'll ignore all the times that Blood has done this. Blood would never do this. To be fair, y'all are very civil. Civil does not mean that you are not Evie. And you should probably keep doing it. You should probably... You should continue to masterfully bait. You would never use the clip command in such a way. No, of course not. But yeah, Elden Ring will be on Thursday. Yep, see that? Exactly. Have y'all missed me? Have y'all? It's been an hour and 40 minutes and we're back. And all of this is happening on my schedule screen, which we'll allegedly get to at some point. We'll continue talking about how, like, oh, I don't know, I'm starting Pokemon Tectonic, which I'm sure also has some kind of suggestive joke that can be made out of it. But, like, I don't know. Something way too risque to joke about. I mean, if you keep it mildly tasteful, seems fine to me. Just mildly tasteful. I mean, how many times have we joked about disgust? Oh, hi Twig.
I take a nap right here.
Oh look, there's a twig that's now napping on my shoulder. I don't think that's comfortable, babe. There's a 0% chance that's comfortable.
I need Evie juice.
Evie juice. Well, I'm right here. She's sucking my shoulder. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but it's a thing that is currently happening. Hi.
It's a good suck, apparently.
It's a good suck. This completely tracks for everything we've been talking about for the last, like, 15 minutes. So it tracks. Oh yeah, we're gonna bust her crust. Yep, that's the one.
Me too, Evie.
I love you. I have no idea how much y'all actually could hear out of it, but considering that there was some amount of, like, response to it, I'm pretty sure y'all heard everything that you needed to. The key about everything risque is to make it tasteful. It's true. You need, like... Dragon gets nuzzled. You heard the correct amount for content. Alright, that's good to know. Perfect. Good. I mean, me getting nuzzled in front of a live audience is the least novel thing that happens on this stream. It's just common. This always happens. Anyways. But yeah, we'll be... Hi, Estelle. I'm so off track now. I have no idea where I am. So I talked about Elden Ring. I made a bad joke about Elden Ring. Cool, Tectonic, yes, where we're gonna bust her crust. Yes, that's the one. That's it, right there. She's back. It is true. She is back. Hey, I'm here. And we're having a time. It's a silly time, as it should be. But yeah, we'll be doing Pokemon Tectonic on Friday. So, Tectonic, for those of you who are unaware of, like, fan games, ROM hacks, that kind of thing, Tectonic is a fan game with some amount of updated mechanics, some amount of good quality of life stuff. It is in a new region, and it has a lot of like very specific kind of things that they're going for it. It's been on my list of things to play for a while now, so I don't remember all of the reasons that it's on that list, but it is a thing that we're going to start playing because I was looking at Infinite Fusion. I didn't want to play Kanto. I was looking at Infinite Fusion Hoenn, and it is not completed yet, and so I was like, God dang it. I want to play Infinite Fusion Hoenn. When that's done, we will play it. When that, in a year or something. But we have plenty of other ROM hacks and stuff that we can play in, so we're gonna start doing that. The goal with Tectonic is to play it on like normal difficulty, like as in not hard difficulty, and play it as a Nuzlocke until we can't play it as a Nuzlocke anymore. I believe it has things like soft level caps that we can impose onto the game, which is good for the way that we want to Nuzlocke. Because that also usually implies that there's XP stuff that is helpful. Makes it, because usually when you see ROM hacks or things with level caps, the goal is beat the trainers, and the trainers are adjusted such that it is not a question of how quickly do you level, it is a question of, okay, well you have done the leveling, so therefore you're at the point where you can do stuff. So, yeah, it should be fun. I've been looking forward to it for a while. It's been on my list of things to play for a solid year. So yeah, we'll be doing that, and that'll be on Friday at 5. All of my streams this week are going to be at 5 o'clock. I intend to start doing weekend streams again, that are much earlier in the day. They'll probably start at either 2 or 3 Eastern time, so, you know, like 5 hours ago. But those will be on my schedule as they can be on my schedule. That will not be in the super short term. That'll be in the, like, maybe next week, probably the week after, depending on status of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. But again, for that, we'll discuss that as things go on. But yeah, that is scheduled for this week. I don't actually have a whole lot to show off in presentation mode, so we're just gonna head back to the lobby. And we'll just keep yapping, because we got another 15 minutes to go before I take a break. And then we start playing game. But I do want to mention, so I have talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged as a thing that's coming up. Also, things that are coming up. So for later this year, I still have a large number of incentives that still need to be done. A lot of them are community incentives. A lot of them are things that have been backlogged for various reasons. Obviously, one of them is Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Another one is a Magic Commander Night. So we'll be having one of those. I am currently planning on doing that in probably September. I have not decided when, but probably that one will be September. We will also have a community archipelago. That will happen possibly also in September. There's a lot of stuff. We still have Pokemon movie nights. We have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Night that's coming up that may turn into multiple days, nights, whatever. I also like games that I want to get to because we finished most of the games we were playing before hiatus started. We haven't started a new thing in quite a while because we did the Hell Rando, which was kind of a new thing, but not really. We did a bunch of just general rando kind of game things. And so we have stuff like Hollow Knight, which probably we won't go back to, that's technically in progress, but really the only thing is Elden Ring. And we also have, I guess, Elden Ring and Yakuza 7, which we will get back to starting next week, I believe. We will do Yakuza 7 again. But, so I would like to, before the end of the year, I would like to play the Donkey Kong Country games. We obviously are starting those today. How long each of them takes will depend on how long we spend on them, which is the dumb dumbest thing I've ever said. But, like, how long those take are gonna be variable. We'll see. We'll see how long those take to get through. The later ones obviously don't have RA attached to them, so we're not gonna be, like, achievement hunting, but we might do, like, kind of collectathons for some of them. Don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country is something I want to do more of. Obviously, Yakuza, we want to get back to. After we're done with Elden Ring, I don't think we'll immediately dive into any other Souls-likes, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens at some point later this year. That's a like, we'll see. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things end up being over the course of, like, the rest of the year. I have a couple of more Pokemon games that I want to play, including ROM hacks, fan games, and other, like, mystery dungeon type games. I would like to play at least one other mystery dungeon game before the end of the year, but we will get through Tectonic first. But Tectonic is also apparently a long game, so we're gonna see. There's a lot of timing stuff that's like, we'll see if we can make these things work. But then there's also stuff like I owe y'all a Chibi Eevee model, which is coming slowly. We're working on that. I will have other Chibi Eevee things actually quite soon, but I don't have them yet. We'll get to those when we get to those. You will definitely know, because there will be a load of artwork that I was kind of hoping that I was gonna have for today, but did not have for today. I would also, at some point, potentially like to start picking up Final Fantasy games. The pixel remakes of FF5 and 6, I have not played yet. I would like to play them. Seems like a decent thing to do on stream, so that might be something that you see. I would like to do less in the case of very long games. Listen, I love the part 22 of Elden Ring that we're going to be doing, but I don't think every game needs to be that on this channel. I don't think that's needed. It's going to be a thing sometimes, but it does not need to be as much of a thing as it was the first half of this year. That said, the fact that it was that for the first half of this year was actually very helpful in terms of, because of doing all of the things that I was doing to get ready to move, to do all of that stuff, it let me just be like, cool, I scheduled this game, and that's what we're doing. We've done this for the last 4 weeks. Cool, we just continue on what we're doing. And it helped with just like a very stable setup of, all right, cool, we're playing Elden Ring, we're doing like another extra part of Super Mario Odyssey or Tears of the Kingdom or something like that. So like the long games are great to a point, but I don't need to have as many of them on my plate as I did earlier this year. I want to get through games, but some of that is also going to be I'm going to be streaming more. I'm going to be going back to 3 and 4 a week. Ideally, it'll just be 4 a week, kind of, period. Or 4, I guess we call it 4 events a week, where we have at least 3 streams, and potentially, like, the 4th can either be a stream, or a community night, or, like, it could be, we could do our Magic thing on one of those days, or we could do our Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged thing on one of those days. It's, like, 4 events per week. Partly to make up for lost time that was in, June and July, but also as a just like, hey, I have the brain space to do this again. It's really nice to be like, I today was a very sleepy kind of day, and to be able to be like, you know what? No, it was a sleepy day, and we're doing the stream thing. Like, there's no I'm gonna stay sleeping for the evening. It's like no. We're going back to what we know that we can do and what we want to do. So yeah, one sec. Cough. Yeah, so we'll be doing. I just want to do more. It's really a case of I just want to do more. I want to have more things to do. I also expect collabs. So one of the things that I did very little of, basically all at the beginning of this year, was collaborate with people, and I intend to fix that. I have feelers out with several people already as a like, hey, we should do a thing. I have people that have asked me to do things that I intend to do stuff with. I have 2 teams worth of people that are really damn cool that I want to do things with. And so, yeah. I have also talked about my gripes with collabs in general. It's true. But I think some of that is I could only do so much. And collabs were a strain on my mental whatever at a time where I didn't have much of a chance to do streams in general, and so I had to at a certain point just cut things off. Yeah, I mean, yes, I didn't miss the chances. No, the collabs aren't I miss chances. The collabs are I have cool friends that I want to do stuff with. But I do not want to make that a cornerstone of my stream. I want most of my stuff to be solo, but I would like to do more than 0 with other people, which is kind of where we were at towards the really basically ever since the start of Subathon till I went on hiatus. The number of collabs I did was like 4 in 5 months. It was really not much. 2 of those were with the same person. 3 of them were with the same person. Actually, did I even do 4? I did 2 with Eto. I had the dragons on for my birthday. Oh, and we did the Pokemon one. It is 4. A total of 4 that I can count off the top of my head. Which is so few. But I have friends that I want to do stuff with, so we're gonna I have feelers out and expect that to be a thing. But again, that's the I want to do 3 days of me kind of doing solo whatever stuff, and then that 4th day can be very flexible. It can be a community night for y'all. It can be a collab. It can be a regular normal 4th stream. It can be all sorts of stuff. So I'm just saying. Do not be surprised to see some collabs coming up in the future. Don't be like, who are you? Who are you and what have you done with Evie? Why are you collabing with people? That's not your thing. It's like, well, but I want to, I want to hang out with people. And some of these people are really cool people that I've wanted to do stuff with for like a year and a half. So, there will be Elemental Stars stuff that are happening because there is an Elemental Stars collab on the books for the beginning of September once Katie and Rose and everyone else are back from their late summer vacations. So that's a thing. This is not me just waxing as a oh, it'd be cool if I did this. It's no, we're gonna make this happen. Also, it gives me in a very selfish way, it gives me a chance to build community and stuff. I don't know. I get more people here as a captive audience to listen to me be an idiot on the internet. Yeah. But no, I want to do stuff with people, and I want to be better about being available to do stuff with people now that I'm not freaking out about moving, now that I'm not in the kind of like just general screaming territory of existence. I want to do stuff. And so, yeah. Hi, Smog. Speaking of people I might end up doing things with, Smog has a Monday, which is the only problem, has a recurring Monday Magic Day, which I have a standing invitation to. However, the problem is it's usually on Monday where I do this, where I yap for 2 hours, and so it makes it difficult. But hi, Smog. Y'all went so late yesterday. I wake up this morning and I see a message from y'all at like 3:45 a.m. going, "Oh, we just finished." I'm like, what the shit? Y'all went so late. But I hope y'all had fun, because it seemed like it was. From what I was able to pop my head in for, it seemed like it was good. Like, I came back from my Magic Night, and y'all were like, "We're on our 4th game." I'm like, you've been streaming for 8 hours. How is this only game number 4? It's impressive. But yeah, Magic fun. At least with people that you know are gonna not be bringing Norin the Wary to bracket 3 tables. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anytime I see a commander that costs 1 or 2, I'm just like, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna hate this. This is gonna be a miserable experience. I know it. I know it right now. Like, you went for 12 hours. I know. I just hope that y'all had a good time. It was 13. I just hope that y'all had a good time and are able to not burn yourselves out. Because don't do that every time. For your own good, don't do that every time. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's very good to be back. We conceded giving you the win. No promises. Then again, you are the one. You are somebody that very much does the like, oops, I just streamed for 11 hours. All right, whatever. That is a thing you just do. Am I calling you out for it? Yeah. Am I telling you to stop? No. Glad to have you back, and thanks for being here. Good night, Casser. I will be going on break very shortly. In fact, in about a minute. But it's really nice to be back. We're gonna head to break, and then we're gonna go play some Donkey Kong Country. But yeah, this has felt really good. I'm glad to have my icebreaker. I have so much still to talk about, but we'll do that in the context of Donkey Kong Country. After a quick break, though. If y'all are not following me here already, please do consider doing so. Helps me out. Otherwise, do check out my socials and stuff. See, dream to find. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, check me out on socials, Blue Sky, YouTube, Discord, all good spots to find me. I will be back and playing an actual game after the break. I will see y'all in about 5 minutes. See you in a bit.